Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Hope you had a great week behind you and that you're looking forward to start your weekends. But first, as always, a brand new challenge is upon us, and this time we're taken to Endor, where we have to take down a squad of rebels using our Ewoks. So we do have home court advantage, which obviously will help us out here to get max rewards yet again. Now, initially I thought this is going to be nearly impossible. However, with addition of Nissa, even at 3-star, low gear, her unique and her special abilities really help you out here, knock these rebels down. Obviously there's a bit of RNG involved, just because you got Han, he shoots first, he can ignore taunts and everything, so sometimes it's just a case of restarting a battle a few times until Han hits the designated target that you want him to hit, and then you can, go on and do your battle. So as always, I'll cover the modifiers and the feats, then show you the battles. So I'll have 3 battles in total for you. First one will be the Ewok battle, and then I'll do CLS rebels for the crush them feat, and then finally a Darth Vader team that can get both crush them feat as well as damage over times feat done in a single battle. So hopefully those will help you out. Obviously, if you do have Galactic Legends, as always, by all means do use them. I just try to do this without Galactic Legends because not everybody will have all of them available in their rosters. Okay, let's first review the modifier. It's one of my favorite modifiers, part of the tribe, because we do get rally the tribe ability, so does the enemy, that is, and this ability depends who uses it, it does different things. So if attacker uses it, it will call everybody to assist, and they will also gain defense penetration up. If healer or support, you get some extra turn meter for the team, and finally if tank uses it, then you will get critical hit immunity and foresight and a taunt. So this is pretty cool. Normally I wouldn't really use the tank one, but this time I will almost exclusively be using it with the tanks, just because of rebels modifier that we get at critical hit immunity, so they don't go ham on your guys. So in terms of our modifier for Ewoks, it does a lot of things, but most importantly, whenever an enemy targets an Ewok while attacking out of turn, so whenever obviously the rebels, they're counter-attacking or calling somebody for an assist, they will be getting stunned. So we'll be utilizing this as well to keep these guys under control, on top of obviously the days there that we will be applying from log rate. And finally the odds modifier, as long as rebel allies are critting, they have a chance to attack again and again and again and again. That's why that critical hit immunity from Rally the Tribe will really come in handy, just to stop their multi-attacks so that you can actually survive. In terms of the feats, we have to win with a full team of Ewok units, inflict damage over times at least 30 times, and finally crush them, win after defeating 3 enemies in the same turns. Now there's many teams that can get those 2 feats done. I'll just show you a couple of them. As mentioned before, let's first show you my Ewok battle. Now with the addition of Nissa, we even have more Ewoks to choose from. As you can see, this is the team that I have gone with. So got Chief Chirpa at the gear 11, Paplu at relic 5. Now probably you don't need relic Paplu, I'm pretty sure at gear 12 or even maybe gear 11 will work. I've done it in my other account with gear 12 Paplu and he was able to survive without any issues, but I'm showing you this account because they are the other Ewoks are actually gear 12 or even relic. So just wanted to kind of show you the minimum I was able to get it done. Now obviously Chief Chirpa is the elite to use for Ewoks. Obviously once you slap a Zeta on him, you get all those attacks out of turn whenever anybody uses special ability. In terms of modding, I kind of started prioritizing health just because of the unique from Nissa, which we'll cover later. So kind of speed and health focusing for Chirpa. Then Paplu, if you want to look at his unique, is pretty cool. Now I do have Zeta on here, so I'm not sure if Zeta is needed for this one or not. It's a bit of a nice one to have, but most importantly, Paplu, even without Zeta, from his unique, he will be gaining plus 25 speed, which will obviously allow him to be very, very fast. And as always, Paplu, you will want to mod him for lots of speed. Now normally we mod Paplu for protection, but again, because of Nissa's unique here, we will be targeting health primaries whenever we can, on top of obviously make him very fast. For Logray, he's very good here. Obviously his hypnotize ability removes 100% turn meter from the target, and as well inflicts daze, which is nice because obviously it will stop their counterattacking. And on Prophetic Visions ability, we gain foresight on everybody, which again is very nice, so we can dodge those attacks. I do have also here Zeta on his unique, which adds some extra healing, so definitely think probably you can get away without you having this Zeta, but I think it's a nice one to have, just, you know, to add a little bit of extra survivability, healing up the team. In terms of modding for him, Logray focus should be potency, so we can remove that turn meter, we can land those dazes quite reliably, hopefully. So the next one up is Nissa. There you go, got her to gear 9, 3 stars. You can get her to gear 9 without any car attacks, so hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult to do that. Now she does a lot of things on her special here. She will dispel all the debuffs, which is nice. You will call somebody for an assist. So this is very good. You will most likely want to keep calling, well, at least I did, kept calling Elder to assist, so he feeds turn meter to a team. Yubnap, no Zeta needed on this ability. It's, I guess, nice one to have turn meter removal, but this is more than enough. You will be able to stun target enemy for 1 turn. Now her unique, it's quite a lengthy one, as I already referenced a couple of times, but you can see Nissa gains critical chance, defense, health and tenacity, while other Ewok allies, they will be gaining 15% defense and 20% max health. That's why I was prioritizing modding for health instead of protection. We also gain some extra potency, which is nice. Then further down, whenever an Ewok ally attacks out of turn, inflict a stack of damage over time to target enemy. This is again where potency comes in handy, so we get those damage over times applying. And then whenever another Ewok ally uses a special ability, Nissa will be called to assist. Whenever an enemy uses an ability, Nissa's gain retribution, 5% turn meter, and all Ewok allies recover 5% health. So again, health recovery, more health you have, the more survivable you will be. This next bit is also very crucial, because whenever an Ewok ally is dazed, which won't happen in this battle, but stunned, they will be gaining foresight and protection up, 100% protection up, and protection up is based on health. So again, that's why we want to be modding for health this one. And they will also, all Ewok allies will be gaining stacking 50% defense for rest of the encounters. You can see Nissa, she's really here for her unique, so even low gear, 3-star, it doesn't matter. Her unique will really help you out with survivability as well as those damage over times, because otherwise you'll just be tickling those guys. So same thing as for Logray, focus with Nissa should be on potency as much as you can. So I have 3 potency sets on her, potency primary on cross, as well as much extra potency through the secondary stats as I could. So again, her stun can be landing reliably and damage over times and everything. In terms of Elder, health, speed, and obviously we need him for the revives and his basic that will be boosting turn meter to your team. Okay, I know that was quite a lot of mechanics I went through, but it's the first time we're using Nissa, so I just wanted to explain how we will be utilizing Nissa this time to help us out get max rewards. So let's hop in the battle. As mentioned before, because of Han, there's some RNG. So for my testing, if he goes after Paplu or obviously Elder, you will want to back out. Anybody else, it's fine, because if Paplu gets stunned, he won't be able to get a taunt up. If Elder gets knocked out, he can't revive. So just gonna be restarting until they take out somebody else. They took a chirp up, perfect. Let's go ahead and continue. To begin with, I'll be using a Rally the Tribe ability to get a taunt. Most importantly, critical damage, immunity, and foresight. Let's go ahead, bring Chirpa back. So first target of priority for me was R2, because otherwise he'll just use smoke screen and put everybody in the stealth. Let's see if we can land a stun on him. Perfect. As you can see now, we got counter attacks, and because of the modifier for Ewoks, whoever attacks out of turn, they get stunned. Obviously, they're Leia and Han, they won't be able to get stunned while Chewbacca is alive. They have guarded on them. You also can't land Daze, but the other 3 you can. So just keep going after R2. I'll just keep calling for an assist with Elder. I'm gonna target Luke here, so he counterattacks and again stuns himself, because this stun can't be resisted. So while I'm working on R2, obviously trying to keep their Luke stunned. There we go. Keep calling Elder for an assist with Paplu as well whenever you can. There we go. Let's get some foresight going. lots of assists, we got a lot of damage over times. They're stacking a lot in R2-D2. That's why potency, especially on Nisa, is going to be very important, because she's attacking a lot and she's constantly landing those damage over times. I'm exclusively saving Rally the Tribe ability just for Paplu, so we can keep that critical damage immunity and foresight on us a lot. There we go, let's go ahead and use it again. R2 is down, perfect. And Luke again, let's go ahead, try and tap him so he can come on. Luke, counterattack. Obviously, while Luke has call to action, he will have only 50% counter chance from his lead, not extra 50% from his unique. And also, whenever he has call to action, he doesn't get that extra tenacity from his unique. So we'll definitely want to wait for until you go after Commander Luke, wait that he's got their call to action on, because otherwise he'll just be constantly resisting all this damage over times and constantly recovering health and protection. So that's why I'm trying to focus down Luke now while he's got call to action, so we can actually land the daze, stun, remove turn meter from him, land those damage over times reliably. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of ignoring Chewbacca. He's dazed as well. We can stun him if we want with a special from Nisa. There we go. We'll just keep going after Luke, and as soon as Luke is down, these things obviously becomes a lot easier. Again, saving Rally the Tribe ability exclusively for Paplu here, so he can keep giving everybody critical hit immunity. And go Rally the Tribe again. There we go, Luke was almost down. Let's go see if we can finish him off. That was a dodge there. They got evasion up now from Han, but we should be able to finish him. Come on. There we go. Got him down, and now we're just gonna focus down Chewbacca, and then after Chewbacca's down, you can probably pretty much hit autoplay at this point. But just to be on the safe side, I was also badly playing Han, and once I was down to Leia, I hit autoplay. And there you go, guys. Ewoks getting it done, even like, you know, gear 11s. I'm not sure what the minimum gear requirement is. As mentioned before, Paplu here is Relic 5, but to be honest, I don't think it even matters. So gear 12, maybe even gear 11, Paplu would be enough. I'm not sure, just because of the extra survivability that Nis brings to your Ewoks. That's why it allows us, with, you know, low gear Ewoks, knock this out, get max rewards. There we go, just down to Leia. Hit autoplay, and let's go ahead and knock her down to finish off the Ewok feat here on tier 10. This also completed damage over time, so obviously as well at the same time. So if you did use Ewoks, you don't have to worry about damage over time, so you just have to do crush them feat. Probably the best way to get crush them feat is using Galactic Legend like Sith Eternal, Rey, Kylo, or something like that. But obviously I don't have those available here, so I'm gonna go with Rebels. Obviously, as you can see, not all of them are relic up, so guard is on 3PO and Chewie, not CLS, so a little bit messed up. Again, Han here will be the wild card, because obviously he can go after anybody. As you can see, I'm going after Luke. From my testing, this was the best way. Just get Luke out of here, otherwise he's getting so much turn meter and everything, and we'll deal with the others later. And the idea here is get everybody kind of low health, and then you just unload 3PO and Chewie's AoE here. So took down their Luke, took down Chewbacca, so that Leia and Han drop guard as well, you know, stops their protection recovery from the unique there whenever Chewbacca is to assist. Getting mass assist there from Rally the Tribe over on Leia, mass assist with C3PO, maybe get a stun, perfect. And I'm going to go ahead, target R2-D2, unload an AoE that should finish off Leia and Han, and then assist from Chewbacca and another assist from 3PO and Chewie. Finished off R2, and there you go. That's how I defeated here. 3 enemies in the same turn. Again, it may take a few attempts to line this up with CLS, but just wanted to show you it is possible to do it. Another team that was quite good as well, that does crush them as well as damage over time, is using some sort of Darth Vader team with Watt, and then also when Watt uses his special, he triggers all those damage over times and defeats everybody. Bringing in Thrawn and Traya, so we can control with Fracture and isolate Luke, and obviously Malak there for the taunt, so he can keep spreading fear on everybody. Let's go ahead again. It's going to be probably have to restart a few times until Han decides to go after Malak. And first I'll put Matt back on Malak just to make sure he can survive. But you know what, let's just go ahead, use Rally the Tribe so that Malak gets the taunt. Again, getting foresight, critical hit immunity will help surviving longer. Gonna drop a fraction Luke so he doesn't get, you know, to do his shenanigans. Drop here our first Force Crush, then we'll put Weapon Tech over on Vader. I'm going to go ahead and isolate Luke, even though he's fractured, because once he loses his fracture, then at least isolate will slow him down so he doesn't get too crazy with his turn meter gains and everything. So I'm gonna go do basic on Luke actually to get tenacity down on him, because he does not have call to action, which means he's got extra tenacity boost from his unique, so we can then land damage over times on him as well. So definitely utilize that basic from Malak to land tenacity down. I'm gonna go do a Force Crush there on Chewbacca. There we go. I got a basic on Han, and we do basic on Leia, and then we can go ahead rally the tribe. Who do we want to target? Maybe what I'll do is I'll go after Chewbacca. So again, we stop the healing, and then Han and Leia will drop guard. Put the final piece of tech over on Thrawn, just so if he gets stunned, he can cleanse that off. Let's go ahead, get Chewbacca out of here, so we, you know, reduce their damage as well, stop their, slow down their healing and things like that. Otherwise, straightforward here from here on out. Again, just kind of going to another round of Merciless, and we're gonna do a round of basics. Get everybody, work down slowly, everybody down to low health and protection. Remember, damage over time deals 5% of units health, so you know you really need like 20 if somebody's at full health, or 10 if they're in the yellow. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on that, how the thing is going. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a fracture on Han because he's ready to be taken out, so I don't want him taking a turn dying from damage over times or things like that. Also working down Leia a little bit. She's in the green, just a basic there, and a special from Traya should get her in the yellow now. And I think things are lined up, so let's just go ahead and use a special ability there from Watt, and boom, everybody just disappear from the field. And there you go. That's how as well I completed in my other account Crush Them feat, as well as damage over times to get max rewards here in today's challenge. Also worth mentioning, I had to remove a couple of mods there from Darth Vader, because otherwise he would go before Thrawn and he was too fast. So I really wanted Thrawn to go first, drop a fraction Luke before I unleash my Darth Vader. Alright guys, hopefully this video was useful and helpful for today's challenge, unlocking max rewards for you as well. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.